All right. Welcome to another. Well, I don't know what to call this. Maybe I'll start calling this series "What the Hell." All right. As you all know, I was trying to do a SEC series, and I got it locked out of my computer. My excuse me, my my Xbox account, so I couldn't recover what I wanted to do with it yet with that. So I said, well, there goes football. And then I came across this particular game, Maximum Football, right here. And I decided, hey, maybe this might be what I'm looking for. So, I'm looking around, looking at it. And I bought it, and I get the game. And I said, okay, hey, I can make logos and do all that other stuff. So I said, hey, why don't I just redo my SEC football dynasty? And then I said, you know what? Not only that, I could put in some of the other teams that I created too. They're just sitting in limbo. That I did with NCAA 14 and Team Builder. And I said, okay. So I'm working on this, and this took a while, man. Trying to come up with logos because I'm not good at the logo designer create thing. They need to work on that because on Mega Baseball they got the logo creator down. But I'm working on, I'm trying to come up with some stuff. Trying to redo some of these teams that, and some of them you've seen in the team builder video. Some of these teams you've seen in other dynasties that I've done, and so I'm like, shoot, this is gonna do it. Like I said, some of the logos was kind of rough to do. Because their logo design is not the best. So, but I did, I worked with it, and got these teams made up, and I already had the format. So, what I was gonna do, I was gonna use the, even though all of these teams except for one are supposed to be American teams, I was going to use the Canadian college format with their 4 conferences and a playoff system, and I was going to use that format because it was different, and you have more than 4 teams playing for a championship, and it just would have been different. And so, like I said, hey, that took a while to get that manatees, man. That took a while to get that manatees. I couldn't find what I wanted with Lake Placid. And Louisiana A&M, that was another headache. And some of these was, man, because I tried to. So yeah, I tried, man. I really tried to get this new college game going, and like I said, you see a couple of the logos. Like I said, I had a tough time trying to get the best possible logos I could do. That one I do like. So I try to put some of these teams in. I couldn't. Look at that. That's supposed to be a storm. So you can see that I was not good with this logo designer. And plus the logos be small on the helmet. Something maybe probably need to work on. see. Yeah, that's the last one. So, I wanted to give you a quick look at what the uniforms and the helmets and everything was going to look like. Just a quick glimpse. In fact, if there's any way I can fast forward this. But as you can see, I put some time in on this. I was gonna make this helmet white. Then I said, nah, I like the gray helmet better. And you see the orange crush. Now I did keep a couple of the actual logos that came, that the stock logo, but for the most part I didn't. That's supposed to be a flying pigeon. There was no way I could have did a quail. At least I didn't. I said, forget it. I'm not even gonna try. And then I used the stock here for the elephant right here. But I still had the EU, Eugene University, Oregon. And that's supposed to be a unicorn. As best I could do. Then I said, well, what about this? I think I like this just as much. Not so much. Blue helmet wasn't working for me on this one. So it's either going to be a white helmet or a black helmet. And if I use a white helmet, you can see the circle. And then I could not make a sailfish. I couldn't make any kind of fish. And they didn't have a sailfish for the stock for the logo, so I just put on this big barracuda looking one. This one was simple enough. I think I may have given him too many what you call. Yeah, this was simple enough. For the Georgia Military College. Now, this looks like some kind of sea dragon, but for all purposes, it's a warbird. And they colors, man, whew. Too light on the blue, too light on the green, but that's kind of their color scheme. The harder part was picking the color helmet. Oh, and then you have the Hawaii Tech, the blue whales. And then we have the foghorn. This is another stock logo here. I think I like the yellow helmet better. I almost got a Ronald McDonald look. They red and the yellow. So my big debate here was the helmet color. No, there was really nothing I could do with Iowa Tech as far as the logo. I couldn't think of nothing. There was nothing. There was no way I could have done it off of what I originally designed in Team Builder. And pretty much the same thing with the Penguins. But their logo is basically the Pittsburgh Penguin logo. And I tried to mimic that, but I wasn't able to. Well, as best I could, I tried to mimic it. And the different color helmets kind of made part of it work and part of it didn't. So if I used yellow, you couldn't see the yellow. If I used white, you couldn't see the white. And I used black, you couldn't see the black. So And I just said, forget it. I'm just gonna use the start logo with the knight. There's so many knights, and knights is so common. This took some time, some effort, a little love. Look at that fella. Look at him. Little mighty manatee. That took some work, trying to figure this one out. And then I just said, you know what? I'm just going to go with the crocodile that they already gave me, or the alligator, whatever you want to call it. It is a crocodile, and this for Lake Placid. I couldn't make one in the logo designer, but I went with that. And hey, that's what I always liked about the Cottonmouths. No logo. So there's no debate here. I should have made the green darker though, to match the original. And you got Mississippi Tech, and that was difficult. I couldn't figure them out, because there was no way. Well, I could have used a horse head, but I already had one team using that same thing, so I didn't want to continue doing that. And I could have used that too, but I already had the other teams done before I got to Mississippi Tech. So Montana got it, Montana A&M, and I couldn't figure out nothing to do with this one. I could have just threw a star up there, but that wasn't the logo. And let's see, stock logo, and boom, the other logo. So, and that's Northeast Alabama. And then we got Pacifica, also known as the PU. That's supposed to be like a storm, like a hurricane or something. And as you can see, not good. Now the other headache was trying to figure out, helmet color. Because I was trying to go off of memory from what I've done before in some cases. In some cases I couldn't quite get the color, exactly right. Shallow with no logos here. And then and the fighting squirrels. It's supposed to be a flying squirrel, but and then as you know, the Steelers, Thunder Bay. He said, "What is it with you in Thunder Bay?" I don't know. It's just something about Thunder Bay, Canada, that I like. Hopefully, one day I get to visit. Never been there, other than YouTube tours. You know how people do videos, So, and then here's the killer part. Now, I try to bring over some of the players from the SEC Dynasty and from the team builders that I did. I try to bring over some of the players on each team, not the whole roster, but like the top 15 to 20 players, if that many. In some cases it was 10, but I'm gonna try to get their stats as close as I could. But if you remember my Alabama Tech Dynasty, and remember Lake Placid Dynasty, at least the last couple of seasons, some of those names should look familiar to you, as well as new SEC Dynasty. Some of the names should look familiar. And then some of them is not. See, Quincy Hawk. Adam Webb. Y'all remember these guys. Come on, man. Lake Placid. Season 10 and 11. That was the issue with 12. The reason why I couldn't finish that Dynasty. So Lake Placid was a Dynasty that I couldn't complete. And Alabama Tech is a Dynasty that I actually stopped doing in order to do the new SEC. And the new SEC was a Dynasty that I was unable to continue. At least not the way that I wanted to. So my hope was that I could expand on that by bringing in some of the other teams that I made up in the team builder as well. But the headache was when I went to Dynasty mode, I noticed that the players that I put in wasn't in the game. They wasn't on the roster. I had a whole different roster. Even the players that was already in when I was building the roster, the default, even they was changed once I went into Dynasty mode. It's like it gave me a whole new roster across the board. I should have said, dang, that's red flag number 1, ain't it? Another thing is, even though I was using the Canadian format, I was still looking at them being American teams. So when it came down to recruiting, because I was in the Canadian format, I can only recruit in Canadian provinces. I couldn't recruit in American states. Red flag number 2. Now see, look at this setup. Now I was going to change the names of the conference. Like this was going to be the new SEC conference right here. And as you can see, all but one. We had all but one of the teams that we had from that dynasty. I could only put 11 here. So I had to move Shiloh into another conference. Right here. And this was going to be the new Big 12 conference, but it was going to be the Big 5. Yeah, the Big 5 conference. And this was going to be the new ACC conference. And they played Thunder Bay, Boston State, Delaware Tech. And then this was going to be the new PAC conference. As you can see, Colorado Springs, Pacific. Like I said, these are all the teams that I did on Team Builder, with the exception of a couple of other SEC teams but I still got them off of Team Builder. So by this time, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get this thing started. Number 3 against number 6. I don't remember them playing in the first season of the new SEC, but they getting ready to play now. Getting ready to throw down. We got the Central Tennessee Owls and the Alabama Tech Generals. And as you can see, we're getting ready. Looking at the stadium, looking at there's little stats, the top players. And so this is when everything went completely wrong. As you can see, look at them. Look at them generals. They ready. Tossing the ball around. Stretching, warming up. Oh, And you know me, I win the toss. I don't kick. I want the ball first. And I'm like, yeah, baby. And then tragedy struck. If you want to call it that. The game froze on me. I mean, it froze right there. Froze right there. Couldn't play the game. And I'm like, oh man. And you know, freezing, it happens a lot. You know, when you play video games, you get, you know, it freezes on you. But the killer part was, not only did the game freeze on me, it completely glitched out everything that I did. I lost everything that I did. I lost all the teams, the players, everything went back to the default. The only thing that I didn't lose was in the logo editor. I still had the logos that I made, but all the teams went back to their default setting. And that pissed me off, man. I'm like, and we're talking what, 23, 20-something teams. And I said, man, can you imagine if I had done the 130 division format, and all those teams would have had went back to his default. So because of that, and I said I didn't want to try it again and mess around and had it, you know, it glitched out on me again, or I'd be in the middle of the Dynasty and it glitched out on me again. Instead of having that problem, I just decided that Maximum Football 2020 just not gonna be the answer for a new SEC football dynasty or any type of college football dynasty. So I have to say, as far as me trying to get back on the college and on this channel, the college football, Maximum Football is not the answer. So, hey, there it is. What the hell? This is probably what I need to name this series, because it's been a headache trying to get college football back online. But I'll keep trying. But for right now, no college football. At least as of when all this happened. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for listening. Sorry for this long video to explain what the hell. And hope you have a good one, and we'll catch you later. And thanks for checking us out. You have a good one.